How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about Lucid, which was able to give us a close right at $15. I was talking about this yesterday. That would be a bullish move from this play, especially going into next week. So of course, I want to make sure you guys are prepared going into Monday. You guys know I will be giving you update videos as well. But for Monday, I know many people have questions. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below. We're going to be taking a look at the charts. We're going to be taking a look at the short interest information, and then afterwards I'll be giving you guys my final thoughts. So let's get into those videos right now. So we're going to take a look at the chart for Lucid. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $15.08, being up 0.60%. On the low, it tested $14.93, and then on the high, testing $15.42. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 17.967 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days is at 15.146 million shares. So we had above average volume on the day, and of course we saw some strength in the stock. Now when we take a look at our chart, which is a daily chart, you can see that we are trading below all of our major moving averages. But the best takeaway that we could have for today, we ended up having a higher low and as well as a higher high. And this has been happening for the past 2 trading days. So Lucid is looking good going into Monday. So we ended up seeing a high at 1542. So as far as for Monday is concerned, I'd like to see a move going to at least 1562. This is where we had our previous resistance, and if we gain some momentum, that's where you want to see if Lucid can make that move going to $16. That's going to be an area that I know many traders are going to be watching, and if it gains momentum, it could get very interesting from there. If we decide to have a pullback now and we want to go below 1493, then I want to see support kicking in at least above 14.5. That is not too much to ask, but that's only if we decide to break the higher low pattern. So overall, in general, what that tells us, since we close at $15.08, best case scenario, we hold support at $15 on Monday, and then we make a further move from there. So we're going to take a look at the recent institutional ownership and short interest information for Lucid. So scrolling down on the page, green rows indicate new positions, while red rows indicate closed positions. So when we take a look at the recent filings, we don't have any new or closed positions, but for the 9th, we do have a change here. So we have Wunderlich Securities Inc. that has a position of 15,440 shares, and it looks like they have a value change increase of 12.77%, and the value is at 265,000. Now, when we take a look at our short interest, the off-exchange short volume ratio is at 46.92%, and then for the off-exchange short volume, it is just over 2.11 million shares. Scrolling down on the page, the short shares availability is at 550,000, updated 24 minutes ago, and then for the short borrow fee rate, it is at 10.83%. When we take a look at the history of the short volume, we can see for the close of the 7th, it was at 53.41, and then for the close of the 8th, being at 46.92. So it did go down a bit, and then when we take a look at the short interest percentage of the float, being at 20.68%, Lucid does continue to have short squeeze potential. So for my final thoughts for Lucid when it comes to the price action, so it was great to see that we were able to get a close just above $15. So the level that you want to watch going into next week, especially for Monday, is a move above $15.60. If we can get that move above $15.60, then there's a good chance that Lucid can make that move going to $16. But do know we're going to have a lot of sellers hanging out, so of course I'll be giving you guys update videos to show you what things can look like. As far as for the overall pattern, we're seeing some strength. We're seeing higher lows and as well as higher highs. So if we go into Monday and we don't get a higher high, you better believe I'm looking for a higher low. This would give us a bullish sign. We also have to take into consideration the overall market. It showed a lot of strength today on the Friday. So of course, if that momentum does continue, I think Lucid should be able to follow along with it. And then for the short interest information, Lucid does continue to have short squeeze potential. So if we have a lot of buying pressure coming into the stock, stock, we could see some strong moves to the upside. And like I've said with many videos in the past, if you're watching Lucid, you should be keeping an eye on other EV plays, and most particularly Tesla. If we see Tesla showing a lot of strength, and then we know as far as Lucid is concerned, it could actually piggyback off of that. It doesn't always happen, but it's one of the things you really want to watch closely, and especially if you are in other EV plays, it could be helpful as well. So let's see how Lucid performs going into Monday. I will continue to keep you guys inside of the loop, and I hope you enjoy your weekend.